Welcome back to the K Squared Podcast, episode 4.
But 4 episodes was that way.
We have.
How have I not decided to kill Yodas yet?
I don't really know because I was going to ask you the same question.
Fair enough.
I'm sitting here like, how have I not killed this man yet?
Honestly, fair enough. I feel that like a lot.
A topic that would. it's the biggest topic of the week. The election was this week.
Yes, it was.
We're not going to talk about the main election though, because you can watch the news for that shit.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that shit. Well,
it's been on the news all week. Don't worry.
Yeah, we don't need to be sitting there beating a dead horse.
Yeah,
with
golf clubs. The main thing that I did want to talk about this week was, so we haven't addressed this to our viewers, but we've said we're from St. Louis. We're from the St. Louis area. We live on the Illinois side of St. Louis. Mm-hmm. So we vote for Illinois shit.
Yes.
Even though we've joked about like Missouri's amendments on the ballot and stuff. Yes. But which we'll get to that in a minute too. But the main thing on Illinois that I saw, like I almost died laughing at the polling center. Oh, it was so funny. Proposition A, I think it was, said, do Madison County people meet with the other people in Illinois, excluding Cook County, to secede from Illinois and make their own state.
That's awesome.
It was a fucking awesome idea.
That's the best idea I've ever heard.
And it's hilarious because we talk about this outside of
like unironically just
a podcast environment. We talk about this all the time. So I voted yes, obviously. I've talked to quite a few of my friends this week about the election.
You have friends?
Shut the fuck up. You little bitch. But I didn't ask them about that. I'm sure most of them don't even remember what they put. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought it'd be funny to vote yes. But I was like about to die laughing at the polling center.
It's a good idea, low key. Like, yeah. It's a fucking brilliant idea.
So I know we've talked about it, but we've never talked like a dividing line.
This state would not be blue if it wasn't for Chicago.
Exactly. Which is why I wanted to ask you, where's a dividing line for you if that happens? Because it says Cook County, so like that's just that county. Like Chicago suburbs have enough population to probably still turn the whole state blue.
Right. So I've talked about this before. I'd almost have to go like 80 north. Interstate 80 north.
Interstate 80? Yeah, that's probably the best idea.
Because like anything lower than that, you start cutting cities in half and shit weird.
Yeah, because I thought about like 72, where you literally just cut it like down the middle, but then you're cutting like Springfield and Jacksonville and stuff like that in half.
Right.
So that's a problem.
See, because Springfield doesn't like have the same mentality as Chicago does.
Right.
Probably Chicago and the surrounding areas do.
Yeah.
Does not say anything. Like it seems like anything north of 80 is like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
You get past it, all of a sudden, this is a different state.
Yeah.
Or it should be.
Right.
So that's probably your best dividing line.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking was 80 north. Yeah.
Because then your biggest city would be
Peoria.
Yeah.
Our side of the line would be Peoria.
I was going to say Springfield. But
no. Peoria's got a higher population.
I don't know. I feel like Springfield covers more area, though.
No one ever follows it by area.
No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But not just town itself, like the address.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, everything's always by population. So Peoria would be the biggest city, I'm sure.
Even Peoria, doesn't do the same as Chicago, so it's like
no.
It really doesn't spread much past that.
No, because even Rockford doesn't like aligned the same way. So it's literally like Chicago and suburbs versus everybody
versus everybody else.
Yeah.
So,
like, I think the only other county outside of Chicago suburbs that was blue was St. Clair.
St. Clair's kind of out, anyways.
Yeah. It's like the ugly stepchild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's, I mean, well, there's a couple everywhere.
Yeah. I know you were talking about TikTok saying that Trump can only win elections against women, which is hilarious.
Yeah, that's true. Also, interesting thing about this one, you were talking about color shade and everything.
Yeah.
You know why Pennsylvania turned red, right?
I mean, there were several key counties that she should have won and she lost.
No, not that. The Amish came out and voted.
I did see that. Yeah.
Out of everyone to come out and vote, the fucking Amish, okay?
Yeah. But there was
like the Amish don't give a shit about anything. Because I'm not in the New World or whatever.
Yeah.
Because of the way they're
just the way they live, yeah.
Yeah.
But
no, they all came out and like
I saw that, yeah.
Damn.
But a big thing, like, so I haven't told anybody this, but I was up till about 4 a.m. watching election coverage because I was bored.
Can't believe you're that bored. You watched election coverage.
I did it 4 years ago too, because it's like I don't care enough about politics to like swing too much either way.
Mm-hmm.
Pause.
Don't say it. Don't fucking say it.
I'm not. But I like seeing, like, I'm a big stats guy, and I like seeing like the stats behind who votes where and why states change and shit like that. I don't know. I just find it interesting. So, for 2020 and this year, I was watching election coverage, but this year I was up to like 4, trying to see like the big states that were like taking a while to count votes. If I was watching the NBC News coverage, Fox News called it like hella early.
They did,
and it wasn't official yet.
I mean, it was far enough though.
It was far enough that it wasn't going to change shit, but it was not even close to being ready to call it yet.
Which well can you do?
Yeah,
honestly.
But so I was watching the NBC News coverage, and I went to bed when it came down to like Alaska and Maine's district would have won him the thing. So I was like, cool, I'm going to bed.
Cool. I know what the answer is.
Yeah, exactly. But what I said probably about 6 months ago is exactly what happened. There's your battleground states like Pennsylvania, like you were saying, North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Wisconsin, Michigan, Arizona, New Mexico.
Yeah.
The big states that matter. I said if they were blue in 20, they're flopping red in 24. And if they were red in 20, they're going to be more red in 24. That is exactly what the fuck happened. Call that shit. I'm not, but I fucking called that. I think anybody with half a brain could have called that. Because Arizona was blue in 20 and it flipped this year. But then, like, states like Florida were red in 20 and more red in 24.
I know it's a bit weird, but I feel like I don't have a problem if we get a female president at some point.
Yes.
I feel like everyone else does.
I feel like a lot of people do, which is a problem.
Like, I don't. It seems like every time that there's people up on the board, it doesn't even not even president, it's just like anything.
Yeah.
For that matter, it doesn't matter if it's the governor,
right,
House representative, whatever it is, like any kind of government position. It seems like there's a lot of people that oppose that.
I think so, and I think that's like.
So I'm not sure why.
I think it goes back to a history thing.
Think so?
Like, I feel like history's probably tied into it. That like the founding fathers and just how everything's evolved over time. Like if you think of it in the grand scheme of things, like women and minorities didn't get like full rights until relatively recently.
Yeah.
So they're still trying to like fill that gap almost is probably the best way of putting it and explaining it. Because traditionally, up until relatively recently, it was always like white men filling like positions.
I mean, the only time that's ever changed was Obama.
Yes, Obama was the first, and I want to say like it's probably 2008, I think, because I thought I was pretty young for it. But like Obama won in 08 and in 12. But Sarah Palin was in there somewhere. That was the first woman I had ever heard of running for like a presidential spot.
Right.
And back then I was even like, man, I don't know about that. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, weird.
But then like as time's gone on, like I mean, I have no issue with it.
Right. I mean, there's other countries that have female leaders, let's say.
Yes. Germany, I think, is one of them. I think Germany's one of them.
It's something.
Chancellor something or other. I don't know.
Fucking somehow.
Yeah.
No one in Germany's history. But,
but
either way. But
we don't talk about that. But we don't talk about our history because there was a rough patch. God damn. Fuck.
Damn.
Anyways, so
that's insane. Rough patch, what we're calling it.
Just gassed every once in a while.
Don't touch our butts.
No, but yeah, I think that's just like a generational thing of how you look at politics. I feel like
see that.
I don't know about you, but I have one grandparent living.
I have a total of 0 left.
Okay. I feel like I can even expand that. I feel like anybody who's probably retirement age, not even necessarily grandparent, but like probably 65 plus, and until that like generation is gone, I don't think you're going to see a female like outweighing a big election like that. Like I think they could make it close, but I don't think they're going to like run away with it.
I could see it in a lower government position.
Yeah, like a state senator, state house,
right?
Even a governor.
And there's some of those. And there's some governors or something anyway.
I think there's some governors, yeah, but
either way,
they're few and far between.
But like you're never, it's gonna be. You might be right on that, but it might be longer than that before we get.
Yeah.
Like
and I think that
contention for a female president.
Yeah, and I think it all comes down to a generational age thing. Unless I mean, that's what I think. I don't know what you think. Like, what do you think is the reason?
Makes the most sense to me.
Yeah, that's like the best thing I could probably come up with on that.
I got nothing besides that. I mean, I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see a reason besides. I guess sexism is the only thing you use there.
Yeah. Which I think that comes right back to a generation thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I did see
generation we look at.
Yeah, I did see. Speaking of that,
oh no.
Oh, you gotta love talk shows. My favorite is Jimmy Fallon.
Oh boy.
I love watching Fallon. I love watching Fallon like clips on YouTube. I don't sit down and watch that shit.
You watch TV?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Talking about generational thing. I don't watch TV.
Yeah. Bring it right back around. No, but Fallon said something about how Trump won like the key battleground states, won the election, and then he was like, and he even won the popular vote, which means this is the first time he's going to accept the results of an election. I was like, damn, that's pretty good.
Hey, yo.
Like, that's pretty fucking good.
Have you seen the meme on TikTok at least that apparently Biden voted for Trump?
I have heard that.
How not true that is.
I don't know how true it is either, but
if so, that's hilarious.
that is pretty funny, if that is true. But I mean, it sounded like towards the end there was a bit of a falling out between Biden and Harris from some sources. I don't know how true they are, but
it seems like that just in general.
Yeah, I don't know how true that really is, but it definitely seemed that way.
So yeah,
but I don't know.
I mean, to each your own, I guess. But
yeah, but
kind of odd being that you're two different parties.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think there was a thing in 12.
Sure.
Obama voted for Romney and Romney voted for Obama. I think. I could be wrong on that.
Fact check.
No, we're not checking that shit right now.
Why? Because we don't care.
No, we don't. Not at all. An election that didn't really matter to us because we were too young.
Yeah.
So
it's gone.
And it's gone. So I wanted to ask you about our trips that we've been talking about coming up. And the reason for this, I guess you guys can be a fly on the wall for this, to just sit in on this conversation. Excuse me. I'm dying. It's COVID.
Jesus.
Don't worry about it.
I was going to say that, my animal.
Don't worry. I'm fine. Just a bit of a sore throat, but I'm chilling. So the biggest one that I think is gonna happen is the Unova tour for Pokemon Go in February. How far is too far for you to not go?
How far is too far?
Yes. Because we were talking about this today at the community day meetup.
Honestly, too far to be out of the States.
Out of the States? Cool. We're on the same page.
Okay.
Because earlier today, I was talking to one guy who's kind of like on the fence about joining us. Mm-hmm. Two of them are like all for it, and they're wanting me to go to GoFest, wherever that's going to be at. Yeah, they won't announce that till like probably April, May-ish, depends on when they do it. Because I know 2023 it was in like the end of August, and then last year it was, this year it was like the beginning of July, which was weird.
They really try to.
Yeah, they really flipped that on us.
Spend that.
Yeah.
To the last minute, don't they?
Yeah. But he was saying like West Coast, he's probably not going.
Well, you can't really drive the West Coast. You can, but like fuck.
Right. That was something else I was going to ask you. Like, how far is too far to drive?
But West Coast for sure.
Yeah, West Coast for sure. That's what I was thinking. Like, I think if it takes over 24 hours to get there, that you don't drive.
The only exception I had to have that is like Miami, and the only reason it ever take.
Well, Miami wouldn't be.
The only reason it would take longer than that is because fucking traffic.
Right.
Because you.
But do you do that in 2 days, or do you just grind it out and be done with it?
Maybe. Oh, drive.
Yeah.
I mean, it's under a day. I mean, just send it. Just have two. If any, just have two drivers.
Oh, we probably have to have more than two. If our whole group is going, we're having more than two drivers.
Oh, just fair. You can split up a few hours apiece.
Yeah, because I think some of our group that I've talked to, there's no way they would do that in one trip. They would stop somewhere, or they would fly. Which I think that's kind of up for everybody's interpretation too for our group. Like for Novator,
I
like
just don't know if flying's worth it to get that close.
well, Miami, I think it's kind of a toss up.
That's
But
honestly a 50-50 on Miami just because of
but one place that came up today was New Orleans.
New Orleans.
We haven't talked New Orleans for that at all. I would be down for
I'm
that.
down for New Orleans. I'm down to go back.
Yeah, I'm down for New Orleans
The only,
for sure.
well, I say issue.
2 issues.
I don't know if it's an issue or not, but what's going on at the same time?
Yeah, Novator is always in February, so we have.
And it happens all the time in New Orleans.
Good old Mardi Gras.
Good old Mardi Gras. Alongside
Super Bowl 59.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Might just fall off in the Gulf. With all the people.
There's too many people.
You never know.
Hurricane did thing out? Nah. Too many people.
Yeah, too many people. So I think I think it's up for interpretation for anybody that's in the group that's willing to go. Because
maybe that's what's closer.
Yeah, but like
I'd be down for Nashville or something.
I'd be down for Nashville. I just don't know if it would get warm enough to attract the crowd since it's February.
I mean,
Nashville Go Fest though, since that's in the summer, that could go hard.
That could work.
But
you're pretty much stuck to the south, or
yeah, it's got to be south somewhere.
Pretty much that's it.
Yeah,
because even if you
or out of the country,
yeah,
which is not ideal. But the last 2 have been in the States, so I'm hoping they just do tours in the States. But yeah, we were talking about it today, like where could it be that everybody would go? And I think for South, I think New Orleans is like the best option.
Once we do like Texas somewhere.
I just don't know where in Texas you could do it.
I don't either.
Like Austin's probably the really only option.
And Austin's probably just about as fucking far as Miami is. Drive-wise.
I think it'd be a little shorter.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Not by a lot.
No. But I think like there's like, even
no one. You like okay? Well, no, it's short. It's not as far south. Well, it's also drive through fucking Texas.
Yeah, Texas is huge. Everything's bigger in Texas.
Just don't talk about Alaska. They don't like that.
No. No, but I think it's kind of up for everybody's interpretation because I think there's some people, if it was even New Orleans, that they would rather fly to just get there.
But that's New Orleans ain't bad.
I know it's not, but
I'd more want to do that rather than fucking Miami.
Oh, of course. I think anybody would take that from here. But the big thing is if some would drive and some would fly, like for us, we would probably have to drive because of your roommate. Because he will not get on a plane.
Just don't know why, but either way.
I think it's a PTSD thing with military. Yeah. But
we don't know how military planes are.
That is true. Held together by Goodwill.
Goodwill. Yeah. I was gonna say Dante, but that's
Goodwill's the real answer.
Dante's too strong, so he can't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, that bitch say a prayer.
Shit, here we go.
Yeah. You can say a prayer to not get on that bitch. Hell no.
Greatest military in the world, but yet we can't have
functioning airplanes.
Good maintenance on airplanes.
Yeah, no. At Boeing.
Shit. Damn.
No,
but we're bringing that back up. But
yeah, that's some old news now. But no, so I think it could turn into an issue if some of us drive and some of us fly. If
that's not an issue because then if some of us drive, but we still have room, then whoever fly, we don't have to get like fucking Uber and shit all the time.
That's true, but what I was going to get at is the biggest thing we're trying to plan is we all stay in one house, like an Airbnb. Mm-hmm. Get a big house, all of us stay there, split up the cost. But
right,
I'm mostly planning it, so then I would probably have to book it. And if I'm driving with you, for example, then I have to get there first, so that we're checked in, and then people can just like get there.
I mean, it depends on how long you bring it for.
Well,
It's not just get there a day early.
I mean, I plan on getting there a day early. Like, if the event is Saturday, Sunday, get there Friday. I think everybody would get there Friday, but it's like we would have to leave before everybody else because the drive is longer and we would have to beat them all there because I would technically have to check in. So that's where it gets a little rocky.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to pick your brain a little bit so that we have it planned and there's no like questioning what is going on because you're basically like the other person that knows the most about what's going on. And also, we kind of have to work around this along with our own jobs and along with everybody else in their own jobs. But
scheduling and everything like that. Yeah. Which sometimes trying to get all that in a row doesn't work out.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to get all our ducks in a row is what I want to do because I'm a big like planner. I like planning stuff. I like knowing what's going on.
Oh, I do too.
So I want to have it like all
my
set
job
up.
Is that doesn't work out all the time.
I know. Yeah, for you, probably not.
Oh my god, it fucking makes so.
Yeah, but I really want to like have it nailed down. I would like to have this nailed down before the start of the year for Unova Tour because they'll probably announce it in December because they did it last year for Sino Tour. So it's probably getting announced like within a month where it's going to be because December 1st is the start of the new season in game.
You know what I wouldn't be against either? It's still be warm. I just don't know how it'll work. Vegas.
See, Vegas would be good, but they just did Hoenn Tour there in 23.
Okay, then I won't do it. Well,
probably not.
They wouldn't do two of the same.
Well, they did New York Go Fest 2 years in a row.
Well, it's a possibility.
So it's possible, but I wouldn't hold your breath on it. But I would be down for Phoenix. I just don't know. I love Phoenix. Phoenix is like my favorite city I've ever been to, but I don't know how walkable it is because it's not really, and that's a big thing. But their city is very centrally, or their city. What? Their airport is very centrally located in the city, which is ideal for where they pick their spots. Niantic tries to get their Pokemon Go event based on how centrally located your city is to reduce travel. So they want to how central your airport is. I keep saying city. I'm fucking this up. How central your airport is. So like New York's different because they have 2 airports. So you get a little leeway there.
Dallas.
Yeah, like Dallas or like Houston. Yeah.
If you want to.
But they have 2. LA's got like 4 or 5 that Southwest flies into, anyways. But they try to like.
New York's got a few of them too.
That is true. They've just got 2 like major ones.
Yeah.
JFK and LaGuardia. But
I mean, there's always the little ones.
Yeah. But
I don't really care about those.
Yeah. But the big thing is like I saw this about.
Which is probably a reason why they haven't really done St. Louis.
That's exactly what I was getting to. So I saw a lot about people bitching like they were going to do Safari Zone here in 2020. Got canceled. People were coughing. We don't ever say the other C word. People were just coughing. That's it. 2 weeks.
I'm pretty sure you said that earlier.
We'll talk about it. Nope. Anyway. Never happened. Don't know what you're talking about. Cut it. Censor it. No. But that
was the thing for a while. You could not say on YouTube for a while.
I know. That's crazy. You got like demonetized if you said it.
You just couldn't.
Yeah.
Either way. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. The issue is Lambert is so like northwest of the city that to stay anywhere in the city you have to drive almost a half hour. Like because around and down or through with traffic, and it sucks.
It's not close to. The thing is, it's not like close to St. Louis.
Like the big thing if they did St. Louis again, because they were going to do Tower Grove Park, and that shit is far from the airport, so that would not work too well.
St. Louis itself is far from the airport.
That is true.
Which is crazy because it's St. Louis Airport.
I know, but it's
fucking.
If they did a park in St. Charles, you could probably get away with it.
It's a lot closer to St. Charles.
Way closer. St. Louis. You get on 70 to 370, and you're there in like 10 minutes. It's great.
It's good.
But
you just go from. So you do 170 to fucking 270.
Could do that. Either way.
I mean, 70 is kind of. Or actually, if you're doing St. Charles, you do 70 entire way.
That is true. But regardless.
Just depends on how much you want to deal with traffic, I guess.
Yeah. But the big thing they try to cut down on is like, you're already traveling for the event, so you don't want to travel to like get everywhere.
Yeah, and the problem is all the airports that are like anything that's smaller ain't gonna work.
Yeah. So they're trying to minimize like if you're driving from an airport to a hotel or an airport to an Airbnb or something, they want it to be like relatively close for you, and then like keep their park that they play at. We did it at the Rose Bowl and said, "Oh, that's why I did that." The quotes, because that's not a park at all. But they want it to be like somewhat close to the airport, so you don't have to travel as far. Because you're more likely to book a hotel or an Airbnb that's close to the airport and the park than like go way the fuck out of the way. Because that would suck.
Yeah.
It would suck to have to fly in for however long however long your flight is from where you're coming from, to then get in a car and drive for like an hour or two to get to where you got to be, right, to turn around and go back an hour if the park's up by the airport. That would suck. So they try to minimize that where they can.
Yeah. Which kind of means
we're probably not getting an event anytime soon.
So, oh well.
Yeah. Which does suck.
Anyway.
But, I mean, we wouldn't. St. Louis is too small of a market for like a Go Fest, I feel like. I feel like the biggest event you could try to push for is a tour.
Maybe.
But given that that's been in February every year, probably too cold.
St. Louis in February? Yeah, I don't know about that.
It's a little cold. So sometimes it gets hot early, like in the 70s. So that could work, but I mean, you would just have to get lucky on the weather at that point. You basically roll on a dice.
We've been getting ice 60 this week already.
Yeah. So. But it could snow next week. So like you could
snow tomorrow. No,
yeah, exactly.
Welcome to the Midwest.
Bipolar weather. Hell yeah.
Literally.
So yeah, I mean, can St. Louis have an event? Sure. Will they? Probably not.
Oh well.
But the big thing is like we're trying to reestablish the group. I feel like because the group was
kind of fell apart.
The group did kind of fall apart, and that's partially on me, since I was involved in the process. But
just a teeny bit.
Yeah, we kind of merged like 3 groups into one big group, and that kind of fell apart into 2 groups because we brought in 2 of our own, and then we found 2 just outplaying that we brought in, and then I met somebody at work that I brought in. But then my ex's entire family kind of split off when the breakup happened. But seems like we're on pretty good terms now, so we're trying to like piece it back together. So for Wild Area, that's 2 weeks away from yesterday, because we're past midnight. God damn it. Late night for us. That's why we're slamming energy drinks for me. Because I gotta stay awake. I'll be fine.
Yay.
Only a minor heart attack. Don't worry about it.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'll be fine. So Wild Area, like we're trying to get the whole group back together, and I'm pushing to get people to Tower Grove to like experience it because I like it, but I want to make sure like everybody likes it, and that's the big thing with like my ex and I were like, we're going to hit an event abroad in 25. Well, then we broke up. So now I think the plan is, because for me and for her, Unova's like our favorite gin that's not like the basic answers like Kanto or Hoenn. It's our favorite generation, and that's the generation for 25 for the tour. So we both really wanted to go to this. And ideally it was going to be together, which didn't work out. But I talked to her the other day. She's still up for going for sure. But I think the big thing now, because we talked about it so much, is I think we just want our group to experience an in-person event first before we commit to an abroad event.
Mm. Yeah.
If they fucking put this tour in Australia, I'm going to kill somebody in Niantic. I'm just saying. I'm flying to Japan. Somebody's going to be dead. I'm playing. It's a joke. Joke.
I'm down to go to Japan.
I will be broke because I'm going to spend a stack at the Pokemon Center. We're not going.
Hey, remember, you're rich in Japan.
I know, but I'm still going to drop 1,000 like US. Yeah. So yeah, at the Pokemon Center.
Can't really help that.
Yeah. Okay. So nah. But no. So I think the biggest thing is like, because when she and I went last February to Sinnoh Tour LA, we came back and we started like watching the YouTubers' videos about it and how the event was. And then her mom was like, holy shit, I want to do that. And then we talked about it to you and your roommate and your cousin. Mm-hmm. And all of you were like, holy shit, we want to do that. And then we talked about it to our friends. And they were like, holy shit, we want to do that. And now everybody is on board with wanting to do that.
The only like speed bump in that is how far away it is.
Yeah. That'll be a deciding factor for a lot of people, I feel like.
Because like, I'm not going to Australia.
I want to at some point. It's just not happening in February of 2025.
I ain't going to be for that. That shit right now.
I mean, if they're holding an event there, then you better fucking believe it. But not in February.
Not in only a few months.
No.
I still can't believe it's almost the end of 24. That's crazy.
Yeah. Feels like 24 flew by. Good. Because it was a pretty rough year overall. But I don't know. I think it was a pretty average year. I think it was kind of like a rebound year from all the COVID pausing. The C word that I said we're not going to say. God damn
you said it twice. This
Shut the fuck up.
Anyway, I was going to say anything's really kind of better than 2020. So
yeah, that is true.
Hindsight 2020. Well, how about no?
How about no? Yeah. That was the worst year in recent time. Anyway.
So I know we were just doing the gaming thing.
Yes.
Farmstone 25 is coming out Tuesday.
Yes, it is. Oh, Tuesday.
Yes.
So the 12th.
Yes.
Nice.
And it can preload it yesterday.
So you got to go home and do that, I'm assuming.
Yes.
So you're going to be up for a while, too.
Well, I bet it's going to rest mode.
He is preloading that bitch and going to bed.
Because, unfortunately, I still can't play it.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if it's on PC. It's only on PC or just, like, all the YouTubers got it.
Yeah.
Like, early access to it.
Right.
Like, 2 days ago now? So it's, yeah.
Gotcha.
They got Friday.
Okay. Gotcha.
I've been practically trying to avoid watching any of those.
Yeah.
Which is kind of hard because a lot of the YouTubers I follow do farms have got to.
Yeah.
A lot of people on TikTok I follow do as well. So it's kind of like I'm trying to do, oh shit, keep going.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I want to because I'm gonna do a.
I was gonna ask you about that. You're gonna do a YouTube video.
First impression video. I've done it for the last 3.
Okay. First impression video.
Yeah, I've done it for the last 3.
Gotcha. Look out on YouTube, everybody.
So.
Video coming in hot. He dropped his gaming channel a couple episodes ago. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. First episode, I think, is when you talked about it.
I think so, yeah. Yeah. Oddly enough.
Go back and watch all the episodes.
Right. So, I'm going to do that, but I want to go into it I know some like the other trailers, promotional stuff from Giants and the people who made the game.
Right.
But I don't want to see actual gameplay
Yeah, that's fair.
prior to it because I want to kind of go into it.
I get that. Yeah.
Kind of see for myself the difference between the last game and this one.
Yeah.
Which is to be pretty decent from what I've seen from what the company's released. So.
Right.
We'll see.
Hopefully it'll be good.
Should be. Better be.
Yeah.
Especially if they skip their release. They mess up their release schedule.
Shocker.
Which I think that was more to do with everyone's coughing.
Yeah.
Than anything. But
yeah, that's fair.
Watch, you got pushed back for that.
Yeah. 2 weeks.
2 weeks, huh? Yeah. I think GTA 6 might got pushed back because of that, actually.
Could have been.
The more I think about it.
Yeah.
Which they didn't. Rockstar have finally confirmed they're still shooting for fall of 25.
Fall 25. Good.
So.
I'm a year out from buying a PS5.
Just under a year, actually.
Huh?
Just under a year, actually.
Yeah, just under a year.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So something I did want to ask you is with this, and we have quite a few trips possibly planned. They're kind of up in the air. Some are like more likely to happen than others. One is for sure. Well, if you're going, probably going, but fingers crossed. We have should be 4 possible between now and like August, because we have we talked about the Winter Classic. Mm-hmm. We're still trying to go to that. We have Unova Tour, which we were just talking about. We were talking about the Sand in My Boots Festival, but
that exactly
that did not work out. That was a miscommunication in our group. Yeah, terrible communication in the group led to some people getting tickets and us not getting tickets. But that does open the door for other stuff in the future. But then my race is at the end of June in Rockford, and then Go Fest potentially. That one's far out, so we're kind of still up in the air on that one.
Well, I guess not having the Sand in Boots concert, I guess it opens up the ability to, since Gabriel Iglesias, Fluffy's coming back into St. Louis.
That is true. We could go back and watch Fluffy again. He's over there, above Kyle's head. If you're watching this on YouTube, he's over there.
Right there.
Yeah, right there.
Anyway.
But what I wanted to ask you is, and we've talked about this outside of the podcast setting a little bit, is pre-recording episodes, or do we pack the stuff up and shoot it while we're on the road?
I'm not against pre-recording episodes. It's just like,
excuse me,
current news ain't gonna be there, obviously, because it's a weekend of advance. So whatever happens.
Well, it wouldn't be a full week. It would be like, let's say like the event. A lot of our events are weekend based, obviously, because that's when we're both off work.
Yeah,
you're off pretty much Saturday, Sunday, roughly.
That can change or not.
That can change,
just depending on
and then
some of the orders. But
yeah, that goes. And then I'm off on Sunday, Monday.
So,
but
I mean, sometimes I'm off Sunday, Monday as well. So
that is true. But the main thing I wanted to ask was like,
depending on weather too. So.
That's true. Yours is very weather dependent because you work outside a lot. But if we were pre-recording, we'd probably shoot for like a Wednesday, Thursday record, and then still post it like the following Monday. So there'd be several days of like missed information.
Yeah. If
something major was to happen in those few days, anyways.
Then we could always pick it back up the week after. But
yeah, but then it would be outdated.
I mean, it's honestly like this setup's not hard to move.
That is true.
Really.
Because I mean, we're not.
I've seen podcasts. I actually watched a podcast earlier today.
Okay.
I'm watching it, listened to it, but I would class down from a video for a minute.
Right.
And they just were holding mics.
Which I thought about that. Like
they're just in a rant. They're just holding the mic and just on a random like chair and shit.
Yeah, because the big one that kind of crossed my mind for this is my races scheduled for a Sunday, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and look at the calendar when we're done. But pretty sure it's on a Sunday. And I think check-ins are like, I think the race starts around like 7 or 8 a.m. and check-ins are even earlier. So there's no way it'll happen beforehand. And then afterwards, I probably won't want to do anything. So that's where I was kind of like, is there a pre-record or do we kind of just, and then the Monday we'll be driving back.
Would that be worth to do it on a Saturday then?
I mean, that would be the day we probably, ideally we would drive up there like Friday. And then I wanted to scout the course out Saturday, race on Sunday, and drive back on Monday.
Right.
That's the ideal scenario, but
situation.
Yes, but I mean, scouting the course isn't going to take an all day thing because we can drive. Well, I don't know. They might start blocking it off, but
you probably drive close enough to it to kind of get
a general idea. That's walking. Yeah. Well, you're not walking a 56-mile bike or a 13-mile run because that'll take us hours on end to fucking do. But like for my biathlon, I had a buddy of mine and I drive the course, so I knew where I was going.
I want to be in the middle of the race. I'm like, wee.
Yeah, because I have a couple of friends.
It seems like it'd be marked pretty well.
It is a very like professional race, so I feel like it would be marked well. But I thought that about a different half Ironman this year that I had 3 or 4 old coworkers race, and one of them said they got on the bike and turned the wrong way. So he went way off course and didn't meet the time requirement on the bike, which kicked him out of the race.
So, like, the fact is that you're telling me no one stopped him? But hey, you're going the wrong way.
I just work here. That's what I picked up from his Instagram post about it. And then another guy failed the time portion on a swim. So, but the others completed it.
Probably where majority of your time's going to go. Like where the majority of people fail time wise is going to be on the swim.
That's kind of why I picked this race, is because if obviously this is a bit of a setback with the swim. I'm probably not swimming for at least a week.
Just use one hand.
That's not going to happen. But no, but like I feel like because I'm in the river, obviously, and I have current.
You're not going against current, are you?
No, I'm with the current. So that's what I was going to get at. Like if I can't fully get my technique down for swimming, because I've never swam properly in my life for distance, for that sort of distance. I've swam properly like maybe a lap in the pool. Now I got to swim like 30 laps in a pool to meet my distance requirement.
Well, if you get current with you, you can almost.
Yeah, I can kind of just like sit there and let it take me. if I kind of gas out, I can kind of just relax a little bit, not worry about it.
Kind of conserve energy a bit better.
Yeah, which would be good for like majority of my energy is going to be blown on a bike, I'm sure. Yeah. So the less energy I can use, the better. But I just wanted to pick your brain a little bit because I want, back to the whole like planning thing, I want to know if we're going on trips, which it seems pretty likely we're pretty nailed down on. Well, we're nailed down on one, and we're pretty much nailed down on another one. Unova. Mm-hmm. I want to know what we're doing. Are we recording and then going on a trip so that we can focus on a trip and not worry about this? Jesus, excuse me. See, or do we bring the stuff and just
see, like with the Unova tour, especially any of the kind of Pokemon stuff, it's ending by 7.
Yeah, I think it's like 6 or 7 local time.
That's what I'm saying.
I think they run like 10 to 6.
It's like we don't normally record until after 7 anyways.
That is true.
Just for scheduling and whatever else.
Right. But with that, I feel like because we have had.
So I mean, that kind of works out well. Just go back to the Airbnb and find some random.
But what I was going to throw at you is the times that we've been out with the group. Right after the event, we go to dinner, and then after that, I come home and usually go to bed because I'm fucking tired from the day.
From walking.
From all the walking. So I'm like, at that point, is it better to pre-record or? Because the last thing I want is like, because the events are Saturday, Sunday, so then we would have to like, if we're pre-recording, the latest we could pre-record is like a Friday, which would be when we get there. Which I'm sure if we're driving, that's the last thing we want to do once we get there. And then if we're leaving on the Monday, that's probably the last thing we want to do is get up even earlier to record this and post it before leaving. So that's where I'm kind of like, do we
record in the car?
Record? Fuck that. Record here and just leave the stuff, or do we bring the stuff with us? And it's not like a question that needs to be answered right now. It's kind of like just plant the idea in your head, because at the very earliest we got to deal with this is December, but more than likely the earliest we got to deal with it is February.
Right.
So we have time to figure it out.
Go over it, see what
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we just have
the
to
pre-recording is kind of. I mean, I'm not totally against it. It's just kind of like weird.
Yeah, but I think it's also good in the sense that like, if it's done, then we can just go and not have to think about. That's just one less thing to think about.
Right.
But I also think like it's better content to be more current. So I don't know. I just wanted to throw the idea at you and see what you thought.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the leads we don't really have that much to go off of.
Right.
Just nothing's fucking happening.
Yeah. So, moving away from that, since that's very like future plans. Yeah, a lot later on plans for us. Yeah. I wanted to big thing recently. Have you heard of Zach Bryan? He's like one of the biggest country. He's like one.
No, I haven't. Yes, I've heard of Zach Bryan.
Okay. Hey, I don't fucking know. I mean, you'd have to be living under a fucking rock.
You've never seen? You never heard my playlist? Shit is fucking whack.
What?
You ever heard my playlist?
No.
Shit's whack. It's all over fucking place.
Okay. Well, mine usually are, so I'm right there with you. But I mean, I'm not a huge fan of his music, but now I'm not really a big fan of him as a person.
Oh shit! What happened?
So him and his girlfriend broke up.
Okay.
Probably about a month ago.
Nothing in the music world.
No. Well, kind of. But no. He has 2 new songs out right now. One is about his ex, and one is about his ex's podcast mates, which is the Barstool president and Josh Richards, who Josh Richards is huge on TikTok. But he freaking broke up with his girl out of nowhere, and she's fucking devastated, obviously, because she was planning on like having a life, having kids, getting married with this dude, and she basically spelled it out as like he was emotionally abusive for like over a year. But then after this breakup, his team, so not even him, his fucking manager and team approach her and say, here's an NDA and $12 million for you to not talk shit.
$12 million in an NDA.
Yeah. For you to not say anything bad about him. And she said, fuck you, fuck your money, and I'm gonna talk shit.
Honestly, fair.
Good shit on her part, dude.
Like,
and she I'm not gonna get into all the details.
Fuck your hush money.
You can watch it. You guys can watch it if you want. Not plugging other podcasts, but it's out there on YouTube. I've already seen it. I've already watched it, and I mean he sounds like a fucking piece of shit. So I have absolutely no respect for that.
That's fair.
Because I mean, all the shit that she's said. Obviously, I don't have the whole side of the story. I don't have his side, so I don't know the whole story. But from the side that I have heard from, 3 different people talk about it, and the fact that there's an NDA and hush money involved.
Yeah, it's not great.
He's a piece of shit. I'm not about that. That's fucked up.
What is it? If Hush Money, Fuck You Money, and then it's not really anything past Fuck You Money, is there?
No, not really. So you fucked that up.
I did.
Oh well. The other big thing that
Hush
happened
Money's
this
never.
week.
No, Hush Money.
Oh yeah, no.
Somebody's
no,
trying to cover something up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
Hush Money's never involved for just to be involved. It's always, hey, I want you to fucking talk this shit.
Yeah.
Ever again. Here's a fuck ton of money.
At Donald Trump.
Hmm.
He had his own hush money case that's probably going to get pardoned by himself now that he's the new president.
Well, it is what it is.
It is what it is. But the other big thing that happened.
The worst thing a politician's done, to be fair.
Yeah, that's true. He's up there, but it's probably not the worst. But the other big thing for me, anyways, that happened music-wise this week is now this one's more. Have you heard of? Have you heard of Miles Smith?
I cannot say I have.
Stargazing, big song off of TikTok recently.
I've probably heard. I have to hear it.
Okay,
I probably have though.
Okay, I'm sure you have because it's fucking huge.
Because usually that's what happens is it gets stupid big on TikTok. And then...
Yeah. So, he was gonna release this single that he's been playing like demos of on TikTok and Instagram for the last like month, and then he delayed it for like 2 more weeks, and he was like, "Surprise! Now it's a whole EP, not just a single." That shit released like 2 days ago, and holy shit, it's good. So good. Whole EP's fire. I'm so happy with that because I've been waiting for this song to drop since I first heard it.
Might have to go check it out though.
Yeah, it's really good. He's a British dude. He's a pop singer. So, I mean,
he knew it was gonna be a pop singer anyways.
Yeah. So, yeah, fire song.
You're not really gonna get any fame from a country singer anymore. You're gonna get really any fame from a rock singer anymore.
Yeah.
Kind of past that era. We're on the pop era, which is I feel like very heavily influenced by TikTok. But
yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah, seems like it is for sure. But
some is good, and some is just kind of like,
Yeah, yeah. Some of it, not the move. But no, I mean, I haven't been following his music for very long, but I like his style and his voice on his big hit Stargazing, and he came to St. Louis not long ago, and I was trying to go, but didn't line up with my schedule, unfortunately.
That sometimes.
Yep. Had that with MGK like well over a year ago when he came to St. Louis. That I was trying to go, and I had just started back at our old job for the second time around, so I had no time off. Unfortunate. Say what?
Oh, you gotta make time off.
That's
good.
No,
don't do that.
Yeah. We do not advise that.
Cannot.
So, yeah, I really like this new song. The first song on the EP is the new song. You'll know it when you see it. But the entire EP is good. I think the new song, it's called Nice to Meet You, is the first song, and then Stargazing is second.
Okay, well, so I guess I backpedal on that a little bit. I said you ain't gonna get anywhere unless you're doing pop music now.
Not necessarily true.
But then, I mean, we thought Jelly Roll was well now.
Yeah, Jelly Roll
doesn't really do pop music and can do is taking off now. So
popular country music.
A
little bit of rap, but
I don't know if you say most top.
Popular.
Right, but I'm saying like popular is a different category.
Yeah.
So anyway,
he's a lot more authentic country than some people.
That's true.
So
especially a lot of new ones.
Yeah, a lot of new countries, fake.
Fake as fuck.
Yeah, but yeah. So I mean, I just wanted to put you onto a little bit of Miles Smith. Put you guys onto new EP's fire. Go check it out.
I have to go check it out then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started going back to watching the podcast. I listened to podcasts on some of the longer drives because like, man, I've been listening to it for so long. I don't want to listen to music.
You just don't want to listen to it anymore. I have that shit all the time. So I I use Spotify. I know you use YouTube Music mostly.
Yeah, they use Spotify more
for podcast stuff.
So it went from on the brink of getting fucking blew off my phone to now it's actually
now I'm using it again. Shit. No, but
it was annoying the fuck out.
But I know a lot of your music playlists are YouTube music mostly.
It just seems like it's a better like random song generator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Spotify likes to rinse some of your songs on your playlist and then not play others on that shuffle.
That and then also like if you ever like let it kind of just go grab a random song that doesn't really mesh very well, YouTube's really good at like, oh, here's you listen to this, here's something that's pretty fucking similar.
Yeah. That's my big issue is like at work every day, I listen to my daily mix 1 through 6, and it's the same shit every day, pretty much, within reason. Like daily mix 6 kind of changes from like classic country to like UK grime. Depends on what I've listened to more recently. But
I haven't listened too much.
Then if I go through that, then I go to that DJ thing. It plays like 5 songs off of like one thing, and then picks 5 more songs that are kind of tied together, and then 5 more. And that feature's cool, but then eventually you get down a road that it's like I don't want to listen to any of this crap.
It's like, what is this shit?
Yeah. So
YouTube does the same thing, kind of. Be honest, it'll start going like
off the rails a little bit.
It's like, how we get here?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, that's what I do at work all the time. I'm like, what the hell is this? What am I listening to? What the hell?
What the hell you say?
All the memes. If you know, you know. But no, so I mean, Spotify, I like it, but the daily mixes need a rework because they rinse the same shit.
It used to be really good at that.
Yeah, but now they rinse the same shit till you're tired of hearing it.
YouTube's definitely got better over time.
Yeah.
Now I wouldn't recommend it if you don't have premium because YouTube ads are fucking annoying.
And they're long as shit. There's times I get thrown ads that are whole videos.
It's so annoying. That or they'll be like, oh, here's 4 ads. It's like, no.
Yeah. Dude, I had an ad. I swear to God, I somehow, unlucky straw for me, I guess. I just drew the short end, I guess. Because I swear to God, I had a fucking ad the other day on a YouTube video I was watching that was 26 minutes, and I couldn't skip it.
Huh?
What is that? That's ridiculous. And it's like a baking channel. I'm like, I never watched this shit. Why is this on here?
It's like, I'm never gonna.
I just closed YouTube and started over. And I'm like, absolutely not.
What is that shit?
Because I'm not paying for YouTube Premium. I already pay for Spotify Premium. I ain't paying for YouTube Premium.
So you stopped paying for Spotify and pay for
YouTube. probably should. But
honestly, just because besides the YouTube music also built in with that.
Yeah.
It's more ad-free videos. It's so fun.
That's fair, yeah. Ad-free videos are awesome.
Like, holy shit. You can watch a 10-minute video and you have fucking 6 minutes ads.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that shit?
Yeah. I think I did a free trial of YouTube Premium a while ago.
Like, I understand. Like, okay,
I know I did because I did the free trial to watch the Sidemen show before it was free.
Fair.
So I did the free trial and I loved it, and then I just never got around to paying for it.
Honestly, this makes a lot of sense.
Give me a new job so I can pay for YouTube Premium. Or run this video up so I can so that we can make money off of this shit. And then, then I can pay for YouTube Premium. YouTube, sponsor us.
Just start putting ads on YouTube videos. Fuck.
Yeah. I don't think we can yet.
No, sure. I can't do it on my gaming channel.
Yeah.
Don't have enough subscribers doing that, unfortunately.
Honestly, Spotify, we're only like 2 months out from doing that.
Really?
It said you have to have like a minimum of 12 videos up or something.
Oh, shit.
And then, 12 episodes. And then you can fucking start monetizing your shit.
Fair enough.
I was like, hey, cool. We'll take money.
I don't know how much it'll be.
I'm
guessing it goes off of the views and shit. Like everything other kind of streaming.
Yeah. Views and I think like watch time, listen time.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, no. Either.
Never looked into it, but I'm sure.
The good thing is your list time would be longer if everyone listened the entire time.
Listen the entire time.
Attention span doesn't last that long anymore nowadays.
No.
Less people use it on like people use it on like work or road trips or whatever.
Some people do.
That if you work on the road.
Yeah, that is true. Like you did.
Still do.
Still do sometimes.
Unfortunately, sometimes.
Yeah.
Longer drives, but
yeah.
Pay should be there, so.
Yeah, but I mean, we're not in it for the pay primarily. Long term, maybe, but I mean, we're still here to like just have fun and bullshit.
Just fuck around, and find out.
Yeah, fuck around and find out. Oh my god.
Either way, no, just kidding. But no, the money is not the main point.
It's not the priority of doing this. So
it was there, cool.
Yeah, just an added bonus. Yeah.
So hate the whole like corporate.
That's why we started this, is because we both hate corporate shit.
It's like, oh, I'm doing this from corporates. Like, I don't stop. Yeah. I immediately don't care anymore.
No, absolutely not.
Like, you can go fuck yourself at that point. It's like, no.
Yeah.
The moment you're trying to do it for corporate gain, fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we've talked about like it would take a lot of deciding for us if we got approached by somebody and they wanted to like if we wanted to work under them. Like it would take a lot of
it'd take a lot of convincing.
And then we would still have to like talk it over because we're in it for us, not for money.
No.
So
extra money is nice, but
right, but like
it's not the main.
It's
main goal here.
Yeah, exactly. So
there's that.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, I mean. I did see since it's later now, the Lions big comeback win.
Oh yeah?
Big comeback win. They were down like 23-10, I think. Damn. And won 26-23.
Damn.
Shut them out in the second half. Fuck the Texans. No, I'm kidding. Nah. They're a fucking good football team though. And big issue though. Good news and bad news for our guy. Laporta touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Laporta injured.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not a long-term thing.
He was injured last year a little bit too, wasn't
he? He was injured this year. He fucking got his ankle fell on. Somebody fell on his ankle. And he was out for, I don't even think he was out for the whole game. He got, not stretchered off, but like, he got put on a golf cart and taken to the locker room, and then he was fine.
Fair enough.
But they said he walked out of the locker room in a sling. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping. They said it's a shoulder thing, so I'm hoping his shoulder's all right. But
might only be a week or two, which won't be too bad.
Which the Lions have a couple of weaker games coming up, so not the end of the world if he's not playing.
It's not great if he's not playing, but
right. But
never.
We don't want a key guy for the Lions. Not even just because of Laporta and my friend mostly, but like our local guy. But it's not even because it's him. It's like a key part of the Lions offense. We don't want him injured now and then trying to play through it for the regular season. And then then it's a long-term thing and he's out for the playoffs. That's a problem.
That'd be definitely problem.
I'd rather than sit him now and then him be like fully healthy for the playoffs.
For sure.
So, but yeah, crazy comeback win. Talk about not comeback wins real quick. Mm-hmm. The Blues got their fucking asses handed to them the other day.
Oh, shit. How bad?
Played the Washington Capitals and lost 8-1.
Oh, God.
And I saw a funny comment on Instagram that said, so Washington has had this star player, name's Alex Ovechkin. He's been in the league since like 04, 05-ish. Mm-hmm. And he's only like 30 goals away from breaking the all-time goal record in the NHL. Mm-hmm. So Wayne Gretzky's record everybody thought was like untouchable. And he's like right there. He's knocking on the door.
Oh, shit.
Like if he can get enough people to pass to him in Washington this season, he can probably do it this year.
Damn.
And he scored 2 goals out of their 8 the other night. And they said, he's trying to break Gretzky's record. If you were going to get blown out of the building, you could have at least let him score all 8. I'm like, damn, that's kind of fucked up.
That's crazy.
So
that's insane.
It was pretty funny to see that comment, though. I was like, that's a pretty good one.
Pretty good.
So, but yeah, unfortunate game. Hopefully they turn it around.
Not a terrible start to the season, though.
No, they've been doing all right. If the playoffs started today, I think they're out of the playoffs. Missed the wild card by a little bit, but I don't know. They're kind of like middle of the road.
So their season also just started too. So
yeah, I think they're not even 20 games in.
Can't really go too much off of that yet.
Yeah. I saw. The only reason I know this is because their record is fucking insane. They're the best team in hockey right now. I think the Winnipeg Jets are like 15 games in, and they've won 14.
Goddamn.
Yeah, they've lost 1 game in 15.
Well, they're from Canada, which the only thing they've done in the past time is play hockey. So
well, they've been trash for the last few years, but they're a fucking wagon right now. I wouldn't want to be pulling up on them for sure. They're crazy.
Fair enough.
They're crazy as hell right now.
1 loss, huh?
1 loss.
Damn.
I don't even remember who it was to. Maybe Utah. Utah's been a bit of a wagon too. Whatever. Not my job to keep track of the team. It's my job to keep track of my bipolar hockey team.
Not my job.
Not as bipolar as Toronto, but bipolar nonetheless.
Sad for a few teams.
Yeah. So. Anyways, you got anything else?
Not that I can think of.
Not that I can think of either.
Not for this week.
So on that wonderful note, thanks for watching, guys, or listening, wherever you're watching or listening to us.
You're doing.
Yeah, whichever you're doing, maybe both. Rub it up.
Ideally both.
Yeah, ideally, but whatever. Like, comment, subscribe, follow us, and we will be back next week.